As award-winning media personalities, we enjoy bringing entertaining content to our loyal viewers. But we also feel an obligation to sound the alarm when a crisis looms.
We humans account for a scant 1% of animate life on Earth, and yet we profess dominance over all other creatures. With our heads firmly in the sand, we are deaf to the call of the wild. But our nonverbal planet mates, from putty tats to heffalumps, are getting fed up with the selfish ways of humanity, and a massive revolt by the animal kingdom may be imminent, putting the human race on a crash course with destiny.
The time is now to extend an olive branch to our feathered, furry, and scaled brethren before we find our collective hairless asses vanished to an island. So here are some conciliatory measures for bonding with the animals, starting with the largest and most reviled non-human population, insects. The little buggers outnumber us 200 million to 1, and yet we treat them like dirt. Size matters. To an insect, the average human stands as tall as the Empire State Building. Why are they so small? At such immense numbers, the food supply is vastly inadequate, even as we humans bask in abundance.
So, rather than stamp, swat, and otherwise abuse these minuscule mites, we should proffer our technology to grow them large enough for tactile and emotional bonding. Presenting buggers, the world's first insect superfood. Proper nutrition can transform these former pests into lovable pets. How can we empathize with them when we can't even make eye contact?
Try to wrap your head around this idea. Suppose there were no natural barriers to prevent procreation between the species. Any animal could mate with any other animal, spawning creatures like these.
Crocodilo, weasalope, piguana, swanoceros, chipmunky. Don't laugh. With man's insatiable appetite for manipulating the natural world, apparitions like these may soon be among us. And extrapolating from this, what if biologists unlock the secret of crossbreeding man and beast? The synthesis of bipeds and quadrupeds would beget the world's first tripeds, as illustrated here.
Pretty bizarre, but of course there's a capitalistic silver lining. A 50% revenue boost for the footwear industry, and opportunities for dedicated new consumer products such as this three-legged stool. That is to say, a stool for three-legged people.
The hairlessness of humans is perhaps the most curious feature distinguishing us from our fellow mammals, and a topic of endless debate among geneticists. Vexed by the baldness of our butts, we ruthlessly appropriate the skins of animals to shroud our pasty flesh.
But a mind-blowing new product, awaiting FDA approval, promises to bring to mankind the ability to grow soft, luxurious fur at the touch of a button, at once proclaiming unity with the animal kingdom and divesting humans of the need for clothing. Your winter wardrobe in a can, presenting Harriola.
Apply liberally below the neck, avoiding the face. after 1 hour, and the full growth of fur. Another product being tested is Stubble Mint, a chewable formula that produces a short, bristly coat.
We take you now to rustic Pandora, Ohio, test venue for the nation's first human petting zoo. WTF, you say? The Pandora HPZ introduces carefully vetted human participants to the touchy-feely sensuality we so liberally bestow on our pet animals.
It's an unforgettable experience for both petee and petor. For franchise information, visit www.hpz.com.
And finally, we bring you a moment of mystical madness as Amanda assumes another of her shadow selves, the saucy sorceress Supermanda.
As a student of the origins of life, I have delved deeply into the ancient technique of pornogenesis, or bestowing life on inanimate objects. Frustrated by the quaint but quirky magic wand, I simply downloaded the Creation app into my smartphone and bypassed all the hocus pocus. I am now going to demonstrate pornogenesis on Brian's beloved teddy bear Studley. Aren't you excited, Brian? I am going to bring your intimate companion to life.
Since I was a little boy, I've waited for this moment. Ah!